This is Tony Scallon. I'm founder and the director of Minnesota Transitions. What's so exciting is that we have a program called Banaadir, which is mostly, or all, East African young folks, K through 8. We also have in our school some East African in the regular high school. So we are really thrilled to be here and in talking to the community.
That's great. Tony, the Banaadir School, how many students enrolling this year, 2011, 2000?
Yeah, we were just talking about that. We're 2004 right now, and in 2010 and 11, we are 202 students for sure, and we think we added about 3 more yesterday.
Oh, that's great. The second question I would like to ask you is, what is the difference between Banaadir School and other charter schools in Twin City?
Yeah, what the difference is, and we'll stick with Banaadir first. Banaadir is a program that reaches out culturally and language-wise to the East African community, and I would guess most of them are from Somalia. The charter school as a whole, which this belongs to, which provides support, is the Minnesota Transitions, and we have a lot of programs, including a regular high school and another elementary. We have an excitement to tell the community. We have on our list the state championship basketball team. I'm dreaming we'll get a soccer team someday. But on our basketball team is a student from Banaadir who went on to 9th grade in the ROTC. So we're getting some East African kids to come onto our ROTC program, which is a leadership program with ties to the military. And so it's been really cool to have our first basketball player who is from graduate of Banaadir 8th grade and now in our high school.
Well, that's great, Tony. Since you know that the most students you said they're from in East Africa, and some of them they may be struggling in English languages, how you help them for those, and what program do you have for those students?
We have English for language learners. We have 2 or 3 staff people now we're up to. We provide a lot. That's one of the things our program provides, is that a lot of the students speak English, but not their parents. Now, not all the students. There are some students who are new, and they get an intense language development. But even for students who are born and raised here, and their parents are speaking one language at home and there's another language here, we provide service for them too. And it makes a big difference. We also have outreach. We have our assistant principal, who is Abdagani, who reaches out into the community to work with parents. Because a lot of our parents are first Americans, and a lot of them have children that are citizens, and they're first Americans, and so that's the difference. You can reach out. One of the exciting things we do, and it's done with Abdagani and the ELL staff, so we have what they call title days or parent days, and we get 100 to 200 parents to come to the school with their children and to work with learning about what's going on, taking advice on for home life. So in addition to all these programs that are done in school, we do emphasize evening programs with parents. And then of course this seems to be the center of a place. We open up our school to the use for Saturday and Sunday for the private religious training. Of course no religion is done during the school day, but this building's been open for use by the community on weekends.
That's great. Since you know that some charter schools are struggling for the math, their students, what do you have for the plan for these students? Do you have a curriculum for everyday math or different curriculum?
We have a curriculum for math. We also are proud that our Banaadir program has, and along with ROTC, has made the state standards each year now. We only missed 1 out of the 4 or 5 years because we didn't have our facts right. But we have made state standards, what they call AYP. So we're really proud, and that's because we have a lot of parent support. That's one of the ingredients of getting better learning. including math, and where we have special curriculums, one that's online even, that students can do at home if they want. It's really, really important to have that alternative curriculum, but you know what you really need is committed parents. And I'll tell you, we have committed parents in the Banaadir program.
Since a lot of people do not know, or maybe they know where it's located in Banaadir School, where it's located?
Well, you can visit us anytime you're going to Target on the south side. We took over the old shopping center at Target, and so we go to Target. It's great to come in here. We'll take you in the back and show you our program and show you our kids, and they are cute.
Founder of Minnesota Transitions Charter School with Tony. I am currently Deputy Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction for the school, for the whole district, for all of our programs.
Thank you. We would like to ask you a couple of questions about related the curriculum, specifically in Banaadir Academy. Mm-hmm. What curriculum they use in Banaadir Academy?
They use several varied curriculums at Banaadir. We have 3 full-time ELL teachers that support the teachers and the children in the classrooms. We have Mr. Abdigani that helps support with the translation to communicate effectively with the parents. We have Title I teachers, 2 of those people. They also support the children's learning.
That's great. Some charter schools, they use the curriculum called STEM, Science, Technology, Engineering, Mathematics. Mm-hmm. Is Banaadir Academy use that one or different?
We use a different curriculum. We use everyday math for the mathematics, mm-hmm. and we use Voyager math to supplement the mathematics, and we use making meaning for the reading. So, and we've been very lucky. We've made AYP, adequate yearly progress, every year, which is very important. That means that our children at Banaadir have tested high enough to make adequate yearly progress according to the state in the areas of math and reading.
If you look at the charter schools, or especially in Minneapolis public schools, what's the difference between Banaadir and other schools?
Oh, I think Banaadir, with the help of our administration, James Strait and Abdigani, really provides good support and communication with our parents. In a curriculum, we provide very targeted instruction. So if a child needs more help in a specific area in reading, we have the licensed and trained staff to do that for our children. So while we honor their culture, we also move them forward in their education. So I think they're doing a very good job for them.
That's good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
What do you motivate students, such as field trips? What area you more focus the students to go to field trips? Such as science, museum, sports.
They kind of integrate their field trips with their curriculum as far as what they're studying currently. So if they're studying something in science, they'll take it to the science museum. So it's basically based all on curriculum and how that will enhance the kids' learning.
What do you recommend to the parents?
Pardon?
What do you recommend for Somali parents?
To communicate with them?
No, recommend. Advice.
Oh.
What do you give?
Oh, we have parent nights throughout the year. We have 3 parent nights throughout the year. We have a huge turnout. We have many parents that turn out, and then we have our teachers explain programming and curriculum to them at that time. So that really encourages our communication with the parents.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And we'll be helping the homeless shelter and like people who don't have food and little babies.
Maybe show a few more examples since he was looking at that. Of things you can bring in.
You can bring in juice or pasta or instant mashed potato flakes or cereal.
And all the different cans.
Some cereal that you guys don't like.
You could bring peaches, sliced peaches, and sweet corn and all that.
Yeah, so there's only 2 more days left. Only 2 more days left.
Why they need food?
Because there's poor people that don't have any food.
And everybody needs food.
That isn't true.
They call food drive.
My name is Mrs. Dietrich, and I teach the middle school language arts, and we work with making sure that we're hitting 5 different areas of reading, and that's the phonemic awareness, phonics, vocabulary, comprehension, and fluency. So we every day come in and do a warm-up, and that's our word of the day, where it's exposing students to new words that they may or may not have heard of before, and then practicing with those words in class. We also have a reading curriculum and a writing curriculum that we use in class, and then just fun projects that come up during class as well. We're going to be visualizing and also making inferences as we read. So I'm going to show you how you are going to go back to the part you just read, and you're going to reread it to see what kind of pictures you are making in your mind. And as you find that you are making a visualization or a mental picture in your mind, you're going to mark that with one of your sticky notes. And when we're all done, we're going to write it in one of those double entry journals that we've done.
I am Mary Kay, and I'm the secretary to the superintendent. Also, I'm on the board, and I've been involved with MTS since it basically opened its doors. My youngest son was one of the first students here, so I've been here a long time.
Thank you so much, Mary. As you work a lot of Somali students, especially in Banaadir, the first time you met with them, how was your feeling?
Well, we had worked with a few of the people from the community even before we opened Banaadir, and before they came in, and we'd always had great relations with them. Idris and a few other people before we met Abdagani and some of the others. And so it's always been a very good relationship, and it was just a good fit. MTS has expanded basically almost every year since we opened 14 years ago, and this was just a new expansion for us, one more new program, because we like to offer as many different programs as we can so that we can serve as many children's needs as there are out there. Each of our programs are a little bit different, and each of our programs serve a little bit different students.
Since a lot of students attended Banaadir School, how you work with the parents?
The parents have been very cooperative. It is, without a doubt, we have more parent support from our Banaadir parents than any of our other programs. And it's just delightful to have so many parents show up at every time there's a function here. They're just wonderful to have.
Great.
Now you're running, what are you going to change in Banaadir Academy?
Well, I don't know that I so much want to change things as I want to have the vision of MTS and its individual schools to continue. I like to support the vision we have. I believe in it, and I think therefore we support Banaadir just like we support our other schools, and as their vision, if it's to grow, then we support that vision, just like we do with all of our other schools.
If you want to add one of the programs, or you want to delete one of the programs, which one do you want to choose?
I would add high school to our Somali, our East African. I think if it's a high school, it might end up being other East African countries besides Somalia. The high school kids seem to be a little more diverse, even though they are, they stay within the East African community. They are a little bit more diverse in some of the high schools. So I would like to see us add high school for those students.
Since a lot of students are focusing on academic, but sometimes they need also activities. Banaadir Academic, what they offering for?
I know that we've talked about starting a soccer team because the middle school students at Banaadir are interested in playing soccer. And that really sounds like something I'd like to do. We've added a lot of programs here over the years because we had students interested in it. It was students who brought us the idea of having a music studio or having a video production program. It was students who brought us to say, let's have a basketball team. So when students come and say, we want a soccer team, then I think we need to work at getting that to happen.
Thank you so much.